Still creeping along. 5-ball.
The idiot swallowed his collar.
Were they playing catch with a billiards ball? These are such wide doors. Well, I went the wrong way.
That pip boy
I just looped back around to the beginning.
wearing on my neck.
Man, you sure like to spend a lot of time talking about how much you want me inside of you. Yep.
Guests, their mistake. Die.
Oh. Forgot to use a melee weapon. Oh. It seems he didn't need me, after all. Gotta get this health back up, though. A little bit more of a hardcore survival thing might be capping out my ability to eat food because I get full or something. Right now I can just eat everything. I guess eventually you could worry about supplies.
Picking up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms.
The idiot swallowed his
Don't
collar.
attacking them is useless.
I wish he didn't talk over the dialogue that's new with his same line over and over again. Stim pack. Good find. Ah, why is he so fast? Check security hologram status. Patrolling second floor. Making patrol first floor. View postings. Hologram Security Protocols 2.4. Security protocol holograms do just as the name implies, provide security. They perform this function better than most conventional security guards. Addendum, Appearance 241. Security holograms have been programmed with case-specific Sierra Madre protocols. Not only do the security holograms look like Sierra Madre personnel, they will respond to threats or unauthorized personnel just as conventional security guards would. 2.5. Security holograms use field of view sensors to perceive their environment and aid in pathing, while laser versions will feature upgrades that allow for 360-degree perception arc. The memory cells in current hologram emitters can only perceive their environment in a cone in front of them. So they're Metal Gear Solid enemies with an obvious cone that's going to be visible with our eyes. They can, however, change facing as needed and scan their environment for unauthorized activity. It is best to purchase security hologram emitters in pairs to cover a full view of the environment, as trespassers could conceivably use hologram blind spots to gain access to unauthorized areas. Threat detection 2.6. If security holograms detect unauthorized guests or detect criminal action, they will display a warning caution color. If you believe they have ever displayed an error, immediately move away from the hologram's field of view until they resume their normal protocol. If their behavior persists, they will enter engagement with Red's its stealth systems. Essentially, I have to spend a lot of time explaining systems that aren't normal for Fallout, but are really normal for other games. Often, an intruder's natural response to attack is to attack the security hologram, either with fists or a weapon. Fortunately for the hologram owner, all such assaults are useless against security holograms. They cannot be wounded, damaged, or harmed unless the emitter is destroyed. So just destroy that. Attackers spending the time to look for the emitters will usually be rendered unconscious by holograms' discharge beams before they can disable them, so there's nothing to fear. That's what I have VATS for, right? Or the emitters in the environment. Not an emitter on their face, right? They're holograms, I guess. That's not how holograms work, right? Like, what? What? As with the service holograms, security holograms cannot leave emitter range. Okay, so they are being emitted by... The hologram itself is being emitted by an emitter for, you know, a hologram emitter. It's not... They don't have, like, an emitter on their face, and they project holograms or something. I thought there might just be robots, because that would make more sense. They'll pursue a target to the emitter's perimeter, however, this usually allows this target to be subdued and should be present no obstacle to casino security. Hologram emitters 5.0. Hologram emitters are sturdy, yet they can still be damaged or broken if force is applied. In addition, while they are protected inside sturdy space-age alloys, their circuits are vulnerable to being tampered with. If this occurs, refer to the repair manual that comes with the hologram installation guide. Please call customer support services if this occurs. Do not attempt to repair the emitter yourself. Warning, do not approach an emitter that may have been tampered with. If you must, please wear reflective maintenance gear or metal armor in case of hologram malfunction, and make sure that you can move beyond a hologram's field of view in case of problems arise. Maintenance posts. Installation and maintenance. Welcome, and on behalf of your friends at NE, we thank you for purchasing the latest in security and security technology, service and security technology. If you encounter any problems, contact our urgent care service representatives at any time during the weekdays from 10 to 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If no one is there to respond to your emergency, leave a message, and one of our trained representatives will return your call in the next 3 to 4 working days. Holographic greeting and security technology requires service from trained professionals and routine maintenance. While the emitters maintain a charge for theoretically hundreds of years, damage can occur and circuits can erode over time. As part of the Security Madre exclusive contract, we have delivered on the custom energy recycling emitters requested by the Sierra Madre financiers and Mr. Sinclair. Okay. We'll see how this actually goes, because chances are it's a pretty rudimentary stealth system that works the way you're used to it working. How accurate am I at throwing? I don't think I hit that.
It looks like someone was experimenting. Although they were doing so after the collars went off.
Somebody's been fucking with the bodies of the other people that were sent in here. Gas leak. Admitting 3 workers from Puesto del Sol switching station. Exposed to some unidentified airborne toxin from the ventilation system. Caused severe lung and tissue damage. Inhalation isn't the problem, it's absorbed through the skin. Researching its effects, the gas, whatever it is, may be building up in vents beneath the town. Asking foremen to look into source before government inspectors do. Safety suits. Chemical suits arrived today. They're bulky, hard to talk and move in. It was difficult to unlock the clasps once in place, and had to get one of the staff to help me out of it. I told the construction crew to keep the suits ready while working in the switching station, and to be careful with them. We only have a limited number. I asked Sinclair to order more in the event of a leak in the villa, and prepared cost estimates for another gas leak and support my case. Didn't mean to. He agreed to request immediately, then asked if he could see the workers and make sure they were all right. Or the good stuff.
Boy, maybe I'll tear it off your arm, wear it on my neck.
You should stop threatening me the entire time we're here. It seems counterproductive at some point. This is a lot of the bomb things. Feels like enough of them to potentially suggest that this is the guy that sent me in here in the first place. That this is where he was before. It's too high value to even switch over the cosmic knife. Ooh. Kind of thought it would glow or something. Does it glow? Maybe. Maybe just barely. Does look like it's just a knife though. Does not necessarily stand out. DT14, DT15 light, sneak plus 10, that'd probably help with what we're about to do. And then I stab the robot.
Wish I had a stealth boy instead of this bear trap.
I don't think stealth boys have done well for the guys that have actually used one. Oh. Okay, so he just hangs out there. I guess that's a hologram guard. This is the front door. Auto dock. Heal all crippled limbs. Why not? Oh. Is that a shielded speaker? Is that what that means?
That pit boy. Maybe I'll tear it off your arm. Where it will remain.
Exhaustion. Miss Keys' insomnia seems to have gotten worse, so we ended up ordering the new auto dock upgrades. Must have cost Sinclair a fortune. The new programs for the auto docks ameliorate the effects of exhaustion. Having already spoken to the staff about side effects and dangers of prolonged use, wanted to make sure they weren't using it to pull double shifts. Sinclair asked if these codes could be downloaded to the public dispensers. The codes aren't compatible, unfortunately. He said he'd look into it. Guess his contacts at Big Mountain will be getting a call soon. Stop beeping at me. No. Stop it. No. No. It said stopped. Ah, the corner said it stopped.
It's your own fault you're here. Couldn't leave.
Alright, let's time to test this. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh no, dog has died. I forgot. Can I just beat these up close? Nope, that's gonna be a problem. Shit. I'm trying to remember what they said about dealing with the shielded ones. Did they say I can actually do anything about them? It seems like you can't just beat them down. This guy always just watching the same staircase forever. I thought that was the emitter. Is that the emitter? Yep. We finally moved somewhere else at least.
Almost got away. Then the idiot's hunger.
I promise I've heard your life story the first 70 times you've said it, sir. I understand that the jet gave you the jitters, but we can't do anything about that right now. So you're just gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup.
Almost got away. Then the idiot's hunger.
Not even saying different things, he's just saying the same line now. What if I stole your Pip-Boy and shoved it up your ass? While I'm wearing it. Ooh.
Can't believe the idiot swallowed his cup.
Oop. Basement key. Dispenser codes. Codes for the public dispensers arrived today. Sinclair instructed us that their use in case of emergency should be... I should be able to get stims and other treatments from the machines. Sinclair indicated that it would dispense more based on the nature of the medical emergency or subject's condition. Among the codes, he kept asking if we could make sure the code for MedX was backed up. He must have said it 3 times. I don't think he realized it. Must be stress. Made a backup for the code on this terminal just in case. MedX. That'll give us damage resistance. If we want it. I think I'm addicted to MedX. And then just forgot. Oh wait, no, can't you cure addictions just by like talking to a guy? Like relatively easily? Yeah, I don't have any negative effects on me right now. Just have a lot of stealth bonus to make up for the fact that I don't have any stealth skill normally. It's actually really weird that they set up a mechanic that sounds as impactful as addiction, but then you can just talk to any guy and he just cures your addiction for like 20 bucks. Oh, wow. No one told me it was that easy in real life. So, maybe it's hard, maybe it's a bigger deal in like hardcore mode or something. But like, addiction always struck me as, and I don't remember if I actually encountered it much in Fallout 3 or actually like, you needed drugs or used them enough to even hit it, but becoming addicted to a drug always sounded like a huge threat in these games. And it feels like it should be. But I was surprised that I could just pay a guy 20 bucks basically, and then I'm suddenly not addicted to drugs. Hey, I got all 500 for some sort of achievement type thing. Oh no, oh yeah, that was an achievement. I just got an achievement in the corner of the screen. I forget that Steam has achievements. But if anything, I felt like it could have been like a thing that slowly offsets how strong you get in this game. Like you keep getting stronger, but using drugs always has this risk of potentially giving you this permanent negative effect you have to deal with for the rest of the game. Then after that, where's the speaker? Currently patrolling the 2nd floor. Oop, where am I? Okay. Are there any more holograms? That guy was so easy to deal with that it hardly... I guess they have to tutorialize it just so you know what to potentially deal with, but... took him out so quickly. I think this is where the basement was.
almost got away.
DC Journal of Internal Medicine. Excuse me? Permanent medicine +3. That's what I thought. I'm like, that sounds like a skill book to me. Surprised, have I leveled up my medicine skill? I feel like I should. He wasn't supposed to be like a brainy character necessarily, but it does feel kind of like neat to make him like a caretaker on some level. That and most of those skills are either redundant combat skills or make him even more brainy by comparison. He's already almost done becoming a handyman. Clinic power status. Autodocs powered. Security hologram powered. Non-essential speakers powered. Please inform clinic management before shutting down generator for maintenance. Disengage main power. Alright. So that defeats all of the speakers. And also the autodocs, which I don't necessarily need, and the hologram. I'm sorry, did I just turn off the hologram? Did I only briefly kind of encounter one hologram, then turn them off? Because that feels like it was barely worth introducing at that point then. Yeah, so that speaker's off now. Oop. This horror music. Dude, it's freaking out. It's like I'm in the blood kelp zone. Oh, hi. The woman before you looks disoriented, pained. She blinks a few times and winces. Okay, cool. I love auto-proceeding silent dialogue. Looks like someone carved a road map across your face. She blinks at you. Blinks again. Then opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. She touches her throat, then traces the scar beneath the chin, and her eyes widen in alarm. Did somebody cut your vocal cords? Looks shaken. As she glances at the autodoc, she recoils and her mouth opens, but again, nothing comes out. She looks back at you and her hands clench into fists, her eyes narrow, and she takes a step back, studying you. This isn't what it looks like. The woman opens her mouth again, winces, then frowns and drags a finger across her throat in slow motion. She looks more angry than pained now. Frowning, she touches her throat again gently, then her hand brushes her collar, and then her frown deepens. Her eyes narrow and she traces to the edge of the collar until she finds a lock. She begins to, fuck me. I fucking hate it when a game has auto-proceeding unvoiced dialogue. Like, fuck you. It's a bomb collar. Mess with it and it'll go off. She looks surprised, then notices your collar and raises an eyebrow. Let's just say we're in this together. She frowns, narrows her eyes, then slowly shakes her head. What do you mean by that? She shakes her head again and draws a line in the air between the two of you. Look, together we can get out of this. She shakes her head once, then crosses her arms. Look, I'm not trying to order you, but your life is tied to mine. She frowns, glances at the collar, then looks back at you. She makes a circle with her hands and puts her hand over... She nods at you, then lowers her hand over their eyes, shakes her head, and she draws a slow line between you. Why don't you come with me? Whatever else you're here for, not my concern. Wait, no, actually, no. Comparatively, I realize the choice being made here. You're looking for something else. Fine. I can help. She studies you again, then her expression softens slightly. She shakes her head slowly. Fuck you. She nods at you, then raises an eyebrow and nods at the door. Alright. Come with me. Christine glances at your follower, shakes her head, then points at you, her, and nods and fuck you. What? What was that punctuation? Christina stops, glancing at the speaker, then glances at your caller, frowning. It's a decayed speaker. If we stay too long near one, it'll go off. She taps the collar and then opens and closes her hand really fast. Taps her collar, then opens and closes her hand really fast. What? She points at the Pip-Boy, her collar, and then your collar, and after a second she opens and closes her hand slower. You have an intelligence of 5? You can dampen the signal somehow? She's about to nod, then stops, pointing at herself, and shakes her head. She points at your collar, then hers, and nods at your Pip-Boy, and makes a triangle motion in the same slow pulse as before with her fingers. Does that work with any other collar? She frowns, slowly shakes her head, then opens her mouth and makes a motion to turn on a dial, then points at herself. It's just your frequency. She nods once, then again points at the two of you, then the Pip-Boy. Great. How romantic. She looks puzzled for a second, then glares at you and motions for you to move on. I'm losing my mind with the unvoiced dialogue. Okay. The least they could do is just make it click to proceed if they're not going to voice it, honestly. Because then I can just read it normally. And not half understand it because I'm so stressed trying to get it out at all. Let's see. So we're ready to deal with the fountain again. Like, we're on our way out. We're good. Oh, hi, buddy.
Kill this one.
Would you like to get hit by a stick?
Before they call others.
Honestly, I don't get this. God. They just don't stand a chance.
Come to us, dog. Just wait.
Oopsie. Unconscious.
Couldn't leave relative alone.
No! My stupid stick. It's broken. Oh, it's dumb. I didn't realize I was getting that low. Well, there's plenty of these. Are you trying to get back up? How's that working out for you? There we go. Just trying to wonder, like, are we doing another round of that? Am I hitting you? Get it, go away. Get away. Is this gonna be way harder? I guess, well, you know what, whatever. I think it might be way harder to take the limbs off without the lead pipe. The lead pipe just, it works so well. But yeah, considering the fact that they wanted it to be a moral, not a moral choice, like a mechanical choice of sorts, like story versus gameplay advantage, like to go with dog or god. The fact that the enemies are easy enough to defeat on my own, but also, like, clearly he can take them just fine on his own means it's kind of like not much of a choice, is it? It's purely plot and not like the mechanical incentive just doesn't matter.
I'll end you.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Okay, suddenly these are all landing really well.
That Pip-Boy. Maybe up right behind you.
I have to aim low on purpose because he always tries to overshoot it. Where am I now? Am I going the right way? I think so. They're just so... Well, their visual design sells them as a threat. Attempt was made, I guess. It's very funny. No! More doctor's bags, please. My only real threat is losing a limb, right? Alright. We did it. The whole gang is back together. Now we can start the proper thing. Need to repair this yet? You can mod it, but I can't do it yet. I can repair it, but that seems kind of pointless because it's taking like 1 damage anyway. Needs to be modded? In the abstract. Alright, next up we find out what actually happened.